Hi, Hailie from Print Ninja here. Today I'll be going over the different binding types that we have available. Please note that the timelines I'll be mentioning in this video are only applicable to orders under 3,000 units and which have no specialty options. Saddle stitching is standard for comic books. It's a single fold held together by staples. This is perhaps the most basic binding type and has the shortest production time at around just 1 to 2 weeks. It's also the least expensive. However, it does have a low maximum page count. Perfect binding is our term for soft cover. Perfect bound books have a visible spine, unlike saddle-stitched books. The binding process is more complex, so production takes a bit longer, roughly 2 to 3 weeks. Perfect binding is only slightly more expensive than saddle stitching, and the maximum page count is much higher. Case binding is the term we use for hardcover. Casebound books have greater durability and have some specialty cover options like fabric and faux leather. It's the second most expensive option. Production time is longer, about 3 to 4 weeks, which is also the case for the remaining few binding types in this video. Board books are thick and durable and allow for interactivity like lift-a-flaps. They can lay completely flat. Their page count also only needs to be a multiple of 2 as opposed to multiples of 4 for the previous 3 types. Because their production is so unique, they have some specific limitations. The minimum order quantity is 500 units as opposed to 250. Because they are prone to warping, the range of possible dimensions is smaller. This is also the most expensive binding type. These last 2 binding types are essentially the same. Wire binding uses several pieces of metal bent through these holes along the spine, whereas spiral binding uses one continuous plastic coil that's wound through the pages. This allows them to open a full 360 degrees. Like board books, they have the benefit of only needing the page count to be a multiple of 2. These binding types can be used in conjunction with others. For example, you can have a hardcover wire-bound journal or a spiral-bound board book. One last important thing to note is that certain specialty options are not applicable with certain binding types. Most of our production limitations are baked into our calculator already. There's no real one-size-fits-all for any one project type, so just pick what's best for your needs.